Hey everyone, it's me Arthur Kade, and today we're on the red carpet at New York Comic Con chatting with the cast of Syfy's The Magicians. Get ready for a great day behind the velvet rope.
Last season was a lot about discovery, and we jumped into these worlds kind of for the first time. So it was about seeing these characters' first impressions of these places. And now that they are established, I think this season we have the opportunity to look at them with a broader scope. And really get to understand the complexities of these new worlds and the new characters that we met in season 1 and even more in season 2.
Season 2 is definitely going to be a darker season. We found our characters on a downward spiral after the first season, and it's not going to get better anytime soon. In this season, we get to explore all these new worlds. We get to go to Fillory, and the world just gets much bigger in this season. So I think people who are fans of the fantasy genre are going to be really excited to see the kind of stuff we're shooting. But the characters are still trying to find their way in the world.
Well, when we leave off in season 1, obviously most people are dead, and Katie's run off, and so it doesn't leave much there. But what happens is everybody comes back in this really interesting, different way, because all of our worlds have expanded, both in Fillory and New York and in Breakbills as well. And so as far as Katie goes, you see her in a very dark place after having experienced and witnessed what she did with Julia, but also I think there's a lot of guilt and shame around that, and so I think it's just really about her journey coming out of that and her relationship with Julia and how that develops as well.
How much fun is it being part of this show? It seems like as an actor, it's got to be such a great experience.
It's so cool. It's like when in your career, in your life, do you get to play make-believe and experiment with magic, which is a great metaphor for life, right? It's great. Yeah, we get to go to these crazy places, these beautiful forests in Vancouver. We get to work with green screens. We get to, get hooked up with all these special effects. I got to float last season. That was epic. Float in midair.
It is pretty cool.
I mean, it's not every day you get these opportunities as an artist to sort of really go into the world of make-believe, but still remain grounded in it, And the characters, and Julia especially, has these moments of these crazy, chaotic make-believe worlds and wild things are happening, but it's still what is happening?
Elliot is sort of dealing with the consequences of agreeing to be the High King of Fillory, which is something that I think he had really no idea what he was getting into. He's having to abandon his safe little bubble at Breakbills, which is not what he really wants. He's having to step into quite an adult role and a huge amount of responsibility that he just really is not prepared for.
This show looks like a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself as an actor, this is something I would want to work on.
Yes.
How much fun is it for you?
It's a shitload of fun. It's a shitload of fun because, I came to LA, I'll be 50 years old in a couple of months, and I came to LA to be a cop on NYPD Blue, and I did. It was cool, it was fun, and I did a lot of other cops, but I kept thinking about, man, I would love to do some Star Trek or something, man. And I did. I started doing a lot of Star Trek, and I realized that that's what is kind of closest to my heart, is science fiction and fantasy. So this show gives me that thing that I need, which is fantasy, and then also it's so well written, it gives me a chance to really act. Sometimes you got to just take a job because you got to pay the mortgage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this one is a joy, man, in every way. So yeah.
Tell me everything. What happens next?
No.
That is the best answer to any interview question I've ever asked.
If more people said no, the world would be a better place.
You're right.
Are we done? No.
Yeah.
How much fun is filming this thing? I'm imagining as an actor, it's going to be such a great experience.
I hope that the actors are having fun.
I
mean, as writers,
as a writer, it's
it's
the biggest sandbox ever invented. It's the biggest sandbox I've ever played in. It's just amazing. You can do anything. Mm-hmm. You can do anything, and the characters are so well defined by the novelist Lev Grossman. and have been so fleshed out by the actors that the reactions to the most insane things you come up with are the best. That's what really makes it amazing.